Quick little random video selfie with some cardboard cutout cows. Just thought you'd like it. Monologue. On a log. Monologue. On a log. Monologue. On a log. Monologue. On a log. Monologue on a log. Monologue on a log. Monologue on a log. Monologue. Monologue. Greetings, log fans. I am here on a log, or more accurately, a fallen tree in a rhododendron wood somewhere near Dunkeswell. I thought I'd come when the Let's try that again, shall we? I thought I'd come when the rhododendrons are not out, because those flowers are just so annoying. No, they're not really. I love them. They're beautiful. Before I kick off today, I'd just like to have a little mini rant about Nutella pots, or whatever the hell they are. I was a bit low on energy the other day, and my daughter said, "Here, I've got one of these," and I thought, "Oh, great! I don't normally eat this stuff, but it's sweet. It'll kind of just help out." There's little breadsticks in there, bread and chocolate. Not really sure about that, but I thought it's sort of any port in a storm. I'll have a go. So I opened it up and I got out the nice breadstick. Let's just make a pretend breadstick for a minute. You can try this at home, children, with your Nutella pot. You take a stick, pretend it's made of bread, and fit it to the length of the pot, something like that. So the breadsticks are in their little holder, and they come out that long. Yum! I'll just eat some chocolate spread off that. So you dip your thing in, and you've got lots and lots of lovely breadsticks in there. Breadsticks probably quite cheap to produce, I guess. But you dip your breadstick in the chocolate, and you kind of ration the chocolate spread. Hazelnut, whatever it is, I don't know, it's some old crap that they make in a factory. You kind of gauge how many sticks you've got to how much chocolate you've got. It's obvious. I got halfway through my breadsticks and I'd run out of freaking chocolate, because that side, your breadstick dips in nicely like that. Nutella goes right in. On this side, oh look, it sticks out miles, because underneath, I don't know if you can see there, but that is possibly even less than half the length of the pot. So although, fair enough, trade descriptions, you know, it's got however many grams it is. I can't see with my glasses on. With them, hello? 40 something grams. Okay. Do you know how much 47 grams is supposed to be? I'm not sure. Anyway, you look at that pot and you think, yum, half of it's full of breadsticks, half of it's full of chocolate spread. Well, bollocks is it, Nutella. Absolute tosh. So Nutella, sponsor me, or next time I'm going to talk about this again when I've got maybe 45 subscribers. What do you make of that? Anyway, that's Nutella. I'll pick that up later, I promise. Breadstick, pretend breadstick, gone. Okay, so what next? I was really clever. I was planning going out today, because I had that whole list of things from my lovely Facebook friends, things to talk about while I was on a log. And guess what I forgot to bring with me? I was actually going to randomly draw things out and talk about them, but it seems I can't. So, oh, this is quite scary. There's like little leaves falling and things. That's okay. I think I'm going to survive. The sun's peeking through. As you can see, look at that shiny head. So I was going to talk about all this stuff, and I can't remember any of it. So I'll just have to see if I can think of a couple of subjects at random. Cyclists is one of them. I remember somebody talking about cyclists and their specific reference to cyclists. It doesn't matter, because I think we've all got thoughts about cyclists, haven't we? Bless their little waspy head helmet things, and their lovely tight trousers, and I just love things with uniforms. But they're on the roads quite a bit, especially in the countryside. You know, you catch them on the lanes and they get in your way if you're running really fast. And they do annoy me a little bit, especially when they ride sort of 5 abreast. Oh, it's my right as a cyclist. Well, yeah. It's my right as a motorist to be really annoyed at you. I've got to be careful what I say here. But anyway, I was in Exeter the other night in the pedestrians, buses, lorries, and cyclists, especially Deliveroo cyclists, who would run you over as soon as look at you, who don't have one of those old-fashioned things called a bell on their bicycle. So if you happen to be crossing the road and they're coming down at 80 miles an hour, and you don't hear them coming, they've got no way other than shouting, which they don't, because they're quite happy just to run you over. But a simple little ding ding would be quite handy. It would make you aware that they were there. But that's, I don't know. And the way they think it's cool, the way they think it's okay to just charge down the inside of you when you're driving a car. This is obviously not when you're just standing there on the pavement or whatever. That's not. But I did have an incident, like I said the other day, where a bus was quite legitimately going up its bus lane in the centre of Exeter, and I was parked up unloading my gear to go into the pub and make some music, and I suddenly heard this noise from the left of me, and it was a cyclist trying to get through a gap where there was a bus already driving, trying to get through the gap and shouting at the bus driver, "You I just looked at him and I thought, why are you thinking that you own the road and shouting at a bus driver that is going about his business, going up his bus lane? Why should he get out of your way? Just slow down a bit." But no, he actually stopped and shouted in the bus driver's window. Streets full of people, lovely, happy, innocent people, not needing that language going into their brains. So I thought, I'm going to make a stand here. I'm going to be sharp and witty, and I'm going to say something to this guy that really makes him feel small. So I was a little bit further down the road, not much, because obviously I heard him shouting the aforementioned obscenities. In fact, I was at the tail end of the bus. So I thought, right, I'm going to make you feel small. So I stood in the way. I just stood up to my full height. 5'4", apparently. I was at the doctor's yesterday and they measured me, and I'm 5 foot. I swear I used to be 5'6". That is disturbing. But anyway, I stood up to my full 5'4". I stood there waiting to make him feel small, and he couldn't get past me because the bus was there and bollards were here. So I stood there and I said, "Why don't you cycle properly?" That's all I could think of. Gutted. I had such an opportunity. But of course I didn't want to sink to his level of using that foul and abusive language. Could have been a bit wittier though. There we go. So cyclists generally, I mean, I think, everyone that cycles probably starts out as a decent person. But they seem, and I may be tarring everyone with the same brush here, but if I am, it's just an opinion. I'm sure you're nice people. outside of the cycling environment. But they just seem to take on a whole new personality. And I think the advent of wanky head cams, as I've never called them before, I think the advent of those has made them feel even more important. And they should probably all just go and cycle around a little track somewhere peaceful, where there's nobody else, just cyclists, and leave us all alone. Thank you. This is actually really nice and peaceful here. Last couple of times I've kind of got interrupted by by dog walkers and strange, lonely looking people with interesting backpacks and stuff like that. Oh, look, I found a stick. But here I had to wade through, in my shorts, well, they'd be shorts to a normal sized person. I had to wade through a whole bunch of stinging nettles just to get here. So I think, you know, it's probably putting a few people off, but that's great because it means I get to say words like whenever I want, and I'm not going to upset anyone. And I'm not going to upset you because I'm going to bleep them out. I love my little bleep. So, as I can't think of any of the other subjects that were suggested to me, I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I'll see you guys later. This has been Monologue on a Log, somewhere near Dunkeswell, with sticks. I think my last escapade of climbing onto something was quite popular, so I'll just have a little climbing moment. Ooh, this is very mossy. Very nice. And there's a little spider's web here, a little hole bit in. I'll just have a little. Oh, I'm not going to use that to grip with. That is rotten wood. So I wonder. I think it'll be pretty impressive if I can do slow-mo on my video editing. That'll be fun because I can just do a little log dive now. What shall I do? Thing is, if I hurt myself up here, I'm bloody miles from the road. Probably won't even be able to reach my phone to dial 999. Anyway, I'll just give it a go. I'm okay. Here's this. Nutella, remember, sponsor me. Put it in my bag, take it home, dispose of your litter responsibly, people. Goodbye. Oh, the joys of amateur filmmaking. I put my glasses on the floor to film today's monologue. I put them in between the legs of the tripod so that I wouldn't stand on them. So then I moved the tripod in order to film myself jumping off the log. And guess what I jumped on? I've now got a pair of glasses that I can kind of hold like that. That's okay. And when I get home, I can have a look at my other glasses. Actually, that kind of works. I think, YouTubers, this could be a new thing. But I'll see if I can fix them when I get home. What a twat. Monologue on a log. Monologue. I forgot to say, I've got some new shoes. Monologue on a log. These aren't them. Monologue. But I have got some new shoes. Monologue, 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 monologue.